So now, when you hear wax, you probably think of something like this, or maybe if you have hairy legs, you'll think of something like this. But we want you to think of these when you hear wax. I'm Joe.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Bud.
And I'm Brett. And we're Eco Wax Insulation.
So the idea came from when I was talking about how my school had no air conditioning, and Brett told me about an article he read online, where it talked about people in Europe putting wax inside the walls to keep their rooms cool. Our product helps solve two big problems: paying too much for air conditioning and pollution. We pay roughly around $300 a month for our air conditioning. With our product, you'll save around $200 a month on your air conditioning bill. Also, 30% of our energy comes from the burning of coal. If we can reduce the amount of energy it takes to pay for our air conditioner, we will in turn use up less coal.
So in Europe, there's a company called BASF, and what they have produced is a technology called micronal phase change material, or micronal PCM for short. Now what this product does is it's tiny microscopic pellets filled with paraffin wax. And what paraffin wax does is that when it melts at temperatures a little higher than room temperature. So when it gets a little warm in your room, the pellets will melt, absorbing all the heat in the room. And when it gets colder, it will release all that stored heat and make the room warmer. So what this does is it puts a little less stress on your AC, and it saves you money on your electricity bill. Now what we want to do is we want to take this product and we want to put it into a type of insulation called slow rise foam. And this foam is used for retrofilling old houses without insulation. Now the average cost to make the regular foam is $1 per square meter, and it's usually sold at $3 per square meter. Now when we came up with our pricing, since it's already in Europe and they only use it for plaster boards and gypsum boards, we decided to compare the price between regular and the ones with the product. And we found it was normally double, so we did the same with our product. So we thought it would be $3 to make per square meter, and we'd sell it at $5.50.
Now, we know this is expensive. However, the greenhouse market is an expensive market, and people in the industry understand that in the initial building of these green homes, you are going to have higher costs during construction. And we can market our product as a high-end product, and like we said earlier, it is cost efficient, so it does pay for itself in 23 months.
So our plan is we're going to try to influence architectural firms to try to get construction contractors to buy our product. Our main target would be those eco-friendly types of firms that really share our idea, like Johnson and Organic Architect. Now the actual market for architectural firms is very large. You see that the average revenue is $38 billion in the US alone, and that's our market, because this product is only in Europe at the moment. And we can see it's on growth after recovering from the 2008 recession, housing crash.
Okay, so we're mainly focusing on architectural firms for now. So we thought the best way to contact them would be using LinkedIn, and then Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, just to get our name out there to the general masses, because we actually have plans to move on to that market. So here you can see that this is one example of who we'll be working with. They're working on the Facebook headquarters, which is actually specifically meant to be environmentally friendly. So we think this is a perfect example. But eventually, we hope to move on to this kind of market with DIYers, people just working on their own homes. So we'd have to distribute to Ace Hardware, Home Depot, Lowe's, and other businesses like that. And we hope to use. The reason we're starting with just architectural firms is because we want real proof that our product works. So we think this is the best way to go about it.
All right, so what we need is first a chemical engineer to help us create the slow rise foam that we are mixing with the PCM technology. That's going to cost us around $94,000. We also need factory space, around $84,000, and the remaining $22,000 would go toward materials for creating our slow rise foam with the PCM technology. Other things we would need was legal licensing with the BASF, the research company that has the PCM technology, and access to distribution with construction contractors. So in total, we're asking for $200,000 to get our product on the market and ready to sell.